Hello friends, this is teacher JB. Today we are going to study 10 words. The first one, constraint. Constraint has two syllables, C-O-N-S-T-R-A-I-N-T. Action the second syllable, constraint. Constraint is a noun. Constraint means something that restricts thought or action. Susie showed a little constraint in the presence of the new teacher. Constraint. Next one, contamination. Contamination has 5 syllables. C-O-N-T-A-M-I-N-A-T-I-O-N. Action on the fourth syllable, contamination. Contamination is a noun. Contamination means being made less clean by a germ or hazardous substance. The contamination in the river came from the factory located just upstream. Contamination. Next one, deplete. Deplete has 2 syllables, D-E-P-L-E-T-E. Action on the second syllable. Deplete is a verb. Deplete means to greatly decrease the supply of a resource or material. The prolonged war depleted the country's national treasury. Deplete. Next one, dispose of. Dispose has 2 syllables, D-I-S-P-O-S-E, and then preposition of. Dispose and dispose of is a verb. Dispose of means to throw away, to get rid of, to kill. She disposed of her unwanted possessions before moving. So when you use dispose of, they should be learned as a unit. In this meaning, dispose does not occur without of. So you always need to use dispose with of. Dispose of. Next word, elementally. Elementally has 5 syllables, E-L-E-M-E-N-T-A-L-L-Y. Action on the third syllable, men. And after N, T sounds like N. There are 2 N's, so you can cancel the second N. And there are 2 L's, and you can cancel the second L. So it sounds like L-A-M-N-L-E. Elementally. Elementally is an adverb. It means in terms of element or basically. Elementally, coal and diamonds are the same. Next one, emission. Emission has 3 syllables, E-M-I-S-S-I-O-N. Action on the second syllable, and then there are 2 S's. You can cancel the second S. Emission. Emission is a noun. Emission means sending out from a small space into the general environment. A substance discharged into the air. The Environmental Protection Agency regulates the emission of pollutants into the air. So when you use emission, it is usually followed by an of phrase. The emission of pollutants. Emission. Next word, extinction. Extinction has 3 syllables, E-X-T-I-N-C-T-I-O-N. And this sounds like X. So here, extinction. Accent on the second syllable. Sting. Sting. Extinction. Extinction is a noun. Extinction means complete disappearance, the end of existence. Human beings have caused the extinction of many other species. When you use extinction, it implies an absolute end. An extinction thing cannot be brought back into existence. Extinction. Next one, reservoir. Reservoir has three syllables, R-E-S-E-R-V-O-I-R. Reservoir in the accent on the first syllable, reservoir. Reservoir is a noun. Reservoir is a place where a liquid is collected and stored. Cult members threatened to poison the town's water reservoir. Reservoir. Next word, shrink. Shrink is a verb. To become reduced in size, amount, or value. If you dry your clothing on the high heat setting, they may shrink. Shrink. Next word, stable. Stable has two syllables, S-T-A-B-L-E. Accent on the first syllable, stay. Stable. Stable is an adjective. Stable means firm and dependable, showing little change. He fell because the ladder wasn't stable. Stable. Based on the words you have studied, find the word or phrase that is closest in meaning to the opposite of each word in the left-hand column. Write the letter in the blank. 1. Stable. Stable, not moving. Steady. The opposite, unsteady. Un is negative. It's not steady. So answer is C. Unsteady. Number 2. Contamination. Contamination is dirty. And then the opposite is going to be E. Purity. Next one, extinct. Extinct means disappear. But things exist, so D is going to be the answer. So they both are adjectives. Extinct, existing. Number 4, dispose of. Dispose of means to get rid of, to throw away, and then the opposite is going to be to keep. Dispose of and keep. Number 5, shrink. Shrink means to become smaller, and then the opposite is going to be expand. So again, stable, unsteady, contamination, purity, extinct, existing, dispose of, keep, shrink, expand. Circle the word that best completes each sentence. The constraint, contamination of being in prison made her hate society even more. In the prison, the constraint. The constraint of being in prison made her hate society even more. A recognition that the earth is round was one of the elemental, shrunken advances in thought during the time period. So it advances, so it is an elemental advances. Number 3, Mother Teresa, who helped the poorest of the poor, had a great disposal, reservoir of love within her spirit. So she gave up everything for the poorest of the poor, disposal of love within her spirit. Number 4, automobiles are responsible for some emissions extinctions of greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases, emissions. Automobiles are responsible for some emissions of greenhouse gases. The last one, by the end of the storm, the hikers had depleted or reserved. So depleted means to reduce even their emergency stores. Okay, let us read the sentences just one more time. The constraint of being in prison made her hate society even more. A recognition that the earth is round was one of the elemental advances in thought during the time period. Mother Teresa, who helped the poorest of the poor, had a great disposal of love within her spirit. Automobiles are responsible for some emissions of greenhouse gases. By the end of the storm, the hikers had depleted even their emergency stores. Okay, friends, this is the conclusion of today's study. I will come back to you with another list of 10 words. Until then, keep studying English and have a great day. Bye.